Hi soulmates, I welcome you all back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'll be showing you guys how to make this trendy backless free dress that you're seeing right here. So if you're new here, you're really welcome. Please make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and also share. And for non-subscribers, thank you guys for your support. So without wasting much time, let's dive right into the pattern drafting. So I'm gonna have to chalk down my vertical measurement. I have my bust line, my under bust line, and then my waistline. We'll be drafting out the upper part first before we go to the down part, okay? So now I'll go ahead and chop down half of my shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. From that 8 inches, I'll come down by 1 inches for my shoulder slope. And from the 1 inches, I'll come down by 8 inches for my armhole. After that, I'll connect from my shoulder slope down to my armhole. And this is what I have. So next, I'll measure from my shoulder down to my armhole point. What I have here is 9 inches. I'll check it down here also. Then after that, I'll connect a straight line. And this line is my chest line. Okay, here is my chest line. So next, I'll go ahead and chalk down my basic neck width of 3 inches. From that point, I'll connect it down to my shoulder slope this way. And this is what I have. So next, I'll go ahead and divide my armhole into 3. Whatever I have, I'll times it by 2. Okay, armhole divided by 3. Whatever I have, I'll times it by 2. So from that point, I'll come in by 1.25. Okay, and from that same point I'll go out by 1 inches. Okay, then I'll connect them together this way. From this point I went in by 1.25, and from that same point I went out by 1 inches. Okay, then I'll connect it to the upper part this way. Divide your armhole by 3. Whatever you have, you times it by 2 to get that point. Okay, so next I'll go ahead and chalk down half of my nipple to nipple measurement, which is 4 inches. Nipple to nipple is 8 inches divided by 2. I have 4. So here is the line. So on the both side of my under bust, I'll come out on both sides by 1 inches. I'll do the same process on my waistline. If you're very busty, go ahead and use 1.5 inches. Okay, then I'll connect it this way. Up next, I'll connect from my under bust to my bust point using my curve ruler this way. And this is what I have. Okay, so next I'll go ahead and connect from my bust line from this point to meet my 1.25 this way. And this is what I have. Okay, so from the same point, this point, I'll go ahead and connect it to meet this other point. Okay, making sure what I have here is no more than 0.5. That's what I have on my chest line. The gap on my chest line is no more than 0.5, and this is what I have. So next, I'll go ahead and chalk down the circumference of my body. Bust divided by 4, I'll chalk it down. Measure out what I have there, and I'll replace it back. My underbust divided by 4, I'll chalk it down. Plus my 2 inches start, I'll replace it back. My waist divided by 4, I'll chalk it down. Plus my 2 inches start, I'll replace it back. After that, I'll go ahead and connect them together this way. And this is what I have. Okay, so next I'll go ahead and measure from this point to my bust line. Okay, this point to this point. So let's do that. Make sure you measure it carefully, just the way I'm doing it. So what I have here is 5.75. So I'll take it over to this other line, the second line. Okay, just watch what I am doing. Now go ahead and chalk it down. Okay, so now these two lines are now equal. So from this point to this point is equal to from here to this other point. Okay, both of them are not equal. So I'll go ahead and connect from that point to my armhole to form my armhole curve. So this is what I have. Okay, so next for my side dart, from my bust line I'll come down by 1 inches. Okay, so for your side dart, it's the difference between your shoulder to waist of your back and that of the front. So mine is 1 inch. Okay, so this part is going out. So next I'll go ahead and chalk down my neck depth for my front of making use of 3 inches. I will chalk it down. Then I'll go ahead and connect it this way. Okay, here is my neckline, and this is what I have. Okay, so next from my neck width I'll go in by 2 inches. Okay, Then I'll go ahead and connect it to this point using my curve ruler. So this is what I have. So when you join these 2 points together, this is what you'll be having. So this is all for the front pattern drafting. Let's cut it out, okay? So I'll go ahead and open up my side dart and close it back. But before doing that, I'll open up my dart leg, then close up my side dart this way, then continue my cutting. Just watch the way I'm cutting it out. Can you see? Then cut out your neckline and also your shoulder slope. So this is what you'll be having. As you can see, the both parts are equal, like the both lines are equal. Okay. So this is what we have over here. So make sure you add 0.5 seam allowance in between while cutting out your fabric, okay? So let's go back to the back pattern. So here's my back pattern. As you can see, I have my bust line and then my waistline, and I have my zip allowance, okay? So now I'll go ahead and chalk down half of my shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. From that 8 inches point, I'll come down by 1 inches for my shoulder slope, and from the 1 inches, I'll come down by 8 inches for my armhole. So next, I'll connect from my shoulder slope down to my armhole. Next, I'll measure from my shoulder to my armhole point. What I have there is 9 inches, okay? Same thing I did on the front pattern. I'll go ahead and chalk it down, then I'll connect a straight line. This line is my chest line. Next, I'll chalk down my basic neck width of 3 inches. From that point, I'll connect it down to my shoulder slope this way. And this is what I have, okay? So next, for the neck depth of the back, I'm making use of 1.5 inches, okay? For my back neck depth, 1.5 inches, and I'll go ahead and connect it this way. And this is what I have, okay? So next, I'll go ahead and divide my armhole into 2. Get the midpoint. From the midpoint, I'll come in by 0.5. Then I'll go ahead and connect it to the upper part this way. Next, I'll divide my bust circumference by 4, and I'll go ahead and chalk it down. From this point, from this line, I'll chalk it down. Then I'll go ahead and connect it this way using my curve ruler. So for the back pattern, there's no need for that, okay? There's no need for that. My waist circumference divided by 4, I'll chalk it down. After that, I'll go ahead and connect them together this way. And this is what I have, okay? This is what I have. So next, I'll go ahead and come in by 2 inches. Then I'll connect it down to my armhole. Same thing I did on the front pattern. Connect it this way to my armhole. And this is what I have. So next, from my neck depth, from this point, I'll come down by 2 inches. You can use more than 2 inches if you want to. Then I'll connect it down to my bust line this way. Connect it down to my bust line. Okay, and this is what I have for the back. So up next, from the waistline, I'll come up by 2 inches. There is a band at the back, so this is the band. I'll go ahead and come up by 2 inches. I'll extend my waistline to my zipper allowance. Then I'll come up by 2 inches and I'll connect a straight line. So this is the band at the back, okay? And this is all for the back pattern drafting. So up next, I'll go ahead and cut it out. So let's do that. So this center part is not needed. Okay, I'll cut out the upper part. This center part is not needed. So this is what I have for the back part. Okay, this is what I have for the back part. So you add 0.5 at this point. I'm showing you guys. Make sure you add 0.5. Okay, and cut out this part into 2. This one, cut it out into 2. and you'll be joining it to your front pattern, to the side of your front cloth this way. You'll be joining it this way, okay? So for this side, make sure you add 20 or 25 inches extension to this side, okay? Because if you turn it at the back, so make sure you add an extension to that side, 20 or 25 inches, and make sure you add 0.5 in allowance round, okay? And that is all. So guys, this is all. Let's go over to the flare part of the dress, okay? So now after you're done sewing the upper part, after you're done sewing your upper part, go ahead and measure the circumference of what you have on your waist, okay? Circumference of your waist circumference. Measure out what you have there after you're done sewing the upper part, okay? Let's take for an example, what I have is 34 inches. Total of what I have on my waist is 34 inches. So 34 divided by 2, I have 17. Divided by 2 because we'll be cutting our flare into 2 parts, okay? If you want the flare to be very full, go ahead and cut it out into 2 places. So 34 divided by 2, I have 17, okay? I have 17. Then 17 times 7, okay? I have 119. Then divide by 44, I have 2.704. This formula is standard, okay? This is the formula I use in cutting out my 360-degree flare, okay? So here is my pattern. I'll go ahead and fold it into 2, 1, then I'll fold it again, 2, and this is what I have, okay? So from this point, I'll chalk down my 2.7, okay? I'll go ahead and chalk it down. Can you see what I'm doing? Keep on turning your tape this way, and this is what I have. After that, I'll connect them together this way. So next, from that line, I'll chalk down the length of my flare, okay? If you want to make use of length 20 or 25 inches, go ahead and chalk it down. But here, I'm making use of length 6, okay? So I'll chalk it down this way around. After that, I'll connect it together. Okay, this length is just for illustration's sake. If your length is 20, go ahead and make use of length 20. Then cut it out this way. This is what I have, okay? So now I'll go ahead and open up this part, just one part of it. I'll open it up this way. Then this is what I have, okay? This is what your fabric will look like after you're done cutting it out. As you can see, it's very full. This is just the front part of your flare, okay? This is just the front part. That's why I said you should divide it by 2, because you'll be cutting this piece, this particular flare, into 2 places, okay? So now I'll go ahead and bring in another pattern. Then I'll fold it into 2, lengthwise, widthwise. This pattern is representing my fabric, okay? Then I'll place it this way. Make sure you arrange it very well. And after that, I'll go ahead and I'll cut it out. Then this is what I have. I have both the back and the front. So I'll go ahead and open up this part this way. This is what your fabric will look like. That is your flare. After you're done cutting it out on your fabric. Okay, you're looking so full. So now for the back part, go ahead and open up this part, because you'll be adding zip to that part. And this is what you'll be having, okay? So you'll be joining it on both sides. Join this side using 0.5 and also join this other side. So this is what your flare will look like. And here is your zip space, okay? So after you're done joining it by the side, go ahead and attach it to the upper part of your cloth. And that is all for this class. So see you all in my next class. Bye.